Folks, welcome to Pasadena, California, and the beautiful Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. This is a setting so beautiful, so perfect, it almost looks like a movie set. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the UCLA Bruins. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Bruins will kick this deep to start us off. That one goes out of bounds, a less than ideal beginning to this game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. A pre-snap motion from the offense. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Hands off to the left. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play. Pick up some nice yardage. And if you're this offensive line, this is exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game. They give their running back plenty of room to rumble.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
First and goal, handoff. He's swarmed by the defense.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And that is no good. With that miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head for a kicker.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 1. Second down coming up.
They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Dropping back, it's Davis. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Brought near the sideline, but just a short gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he'll drop back here on third down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. But they bring the excellent outside linebacker off the edge, Kirk, for the sack that time.
Yeah, he's got great length and great speed. And a blitz like this, you just overwhelm the offensive line. They bring one more than they can handle up front. You can't account for everybody. The quarterback, all he could do is eat it.
Here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They need something out of this possession. Last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback.
And here comes a deep shot. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the UCLA offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together with this drive? Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Back to pass. It's Davis. He's moving out of the pocket now. He bought some time, now lets it go. Now the freshman threw it behind the receiver, off the mark.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, more time 0-0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Davis. Comes up with the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he fields it inside the 15. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Receivers are bunched together. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's Brown. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's incomplete, even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Using a strong stiff arm. Powering through the defender. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The tight end has got it. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Hughes. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On third down, it's a handoff. Fighting off the defender. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
And the defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on second and goal? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks left and finds his target there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That run moves the ball across the 35.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back to throw. It's Davis. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another first and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to throw it deep. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Oh, that one's picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He gains 9, so it's second and 1. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Coming up, the first snap in the red zone on this drive. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? To throw, it's Davis. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Launching it downfield. He makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, and now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Back to throw. It's Davis. He's moving out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Oh, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Handoff to the back. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. The reception gets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. This will be interesting. They're going to trust the kicker from 57 yards out. Can he get it there? And that is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 1-point lead.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And the UCLA offense takes the field. This has been a struggle so far for both offenses. Can they finally get something going here? And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Important second down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Davis. He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On third down, he drops to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Bruins will have to punt this one away. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And a low line drive, ugly punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the out route. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. They can't connect to costly turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaking tackles. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Bruins. That puts them on top in the 2nd half.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about their running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Try to add the lead now to PAT. The extra point makes the lead 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Offense is back out on the field now. Remember last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Picks up 3. Brings up 2nd down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking for some space. It's Hughes. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Picks up 4. 3rd down coming. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, UCLA 13, Tulane 7.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's escaping the pocket now. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And they'll try the quarterback sneak. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Crucial PAT is good. They're in front by 1 here in the fourth. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Bruins offense back out on the field. Looking for some space. It's Harden. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about this defense today against this run game? Here we are in the fourth quarter. This guy's not gotten over 10 yards rushing. What a great effort collectively by this defense.
So it's second down and long here from the 13. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Dropping back, it's Davis. Short pass finds the tight end. Physical run earns the first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Green Wave. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
The extra point up and good. So the lead now is 8 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. The pocket, and they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Looking downfield, it's Davis. Trying to extend the play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 1. Brings up third down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
Boy, what a great job by this offense to put this touchdown up on the board with under 3 minutes to go. It's a no-brainer. You go for 2 and try to tie this game up here late.
So following the touchdown, now the offense looks for the 2-point conversion to tie this game up late. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. On the run here. Lets it go. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Well, you had the coverage that you want here as a quarterback. Receiver runs a really good route, and the quarterback just misses him. Now, the one thing I'll say about on the outcut is I'd rather have it thrown towards the sideline than behind the receiver where it can be intercepted. So he misses it, but at least it's not a pick.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Hughes. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff as they try to work the clock here.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. First and goal. They play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Tulane.
First and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. Single back, takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for second and goal. Linebacker shifting around now. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tulane.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The slot receiver can go inside or to the outside. This time he sets the defender up and then works across the middle for the completion.
Scanning the field, it's Davis. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Shaw. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. First down and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He'll try a pass here. Catch made on the right side. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
And looking to throw now on first down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up.
42 Spider.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw. It's Davis. Running out of time in the pocket. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He just goes down, and that'll do it for the ball game. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler.